Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. This is Ask Mama Wanda, Empress Chakra Wanda, or you can just call me Wanda. So I pushed through to hit live or to hit record. I'm pushing through in this present moment through a seasonal energetic shift in what I'm feeling. It is a sense of wanting just to be completely in retreat and not be seen, not be heard. Every year I do experience this. In the world, the third dimension labels it as seasonal affective disorder, right? Winter blues, seasonal depression. And I never really talked about it before, but it is a prevalent thing. Now, I am one who lives from a space of seeing things not from one view, just the third dimension, but a higher way. Yes, the story, the idea can be presented to you, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay with that first idea of what the world says something is. So, this time that I'm pushing through right now as I record, I'm still pushing through energetically just to get out what I want to say. I'm pushing through. So, I've seen a lot about getting on YouTube, those who are over a certain age or which have a certain amount of experience to share with others. By the way, my name is Empress Chakra Wanda. You can call me Mama Wanda. And I consider myself a professional spiritual encourager. And encouragement has been the one main consistent force in my life, navigating seasons of life. So, as I noticed about the activity on YouTube and a way for you to be who you are and possibly help others. So, encouragement has actually been like a selfish journey. I think about what I need right now, and if I need it, then there's got to be one or two others that need it as well. And I need encouragement right now. I surely do. But I've been watching a couple of YouTubers that I want to acknowledge because they were kind to give a comment. Their content was very relative as I was able to resonate with their vibe, with what they're all about. So social media, I have to say that I have some feelings about this whole social media thing. I have some feelings about what has happened to us in a world where there was more direct connection before 2020, and then things happen in our world causing us having to be more in a virtual way of being. And I miss what it used to be before. More personal connection. But this platform is a way to reach many that may have a similar feeling and a similar way of wanting to be really impactful in this life experience. So we have these platforms. You have a lot of activity that is, and not knocking it, but that is show or painting a picture of what you want people to think your life really is, or your opinions or whatever. But what time is such a sacred commodity. And so when I'm looking at something on YouTube, I'm starting to really define what is going to give me value. I've been looking for videos about encouragement, how people keep themselves encouraged, and especially those who are like introverts. So I want to name a couple of you subscribers. Thank you for your comments and your encouragement, and I love your content. It's Mel Lee Led, and then Life Starts at 41, and then Vision Comfy and Jan's Ascension. I love their content. Jan is in showing her daily flow. Her consistent work with self-awareness and self-healing. And she brings us on a journey with her. Vision Comfy, similar. Artist like myself, right? Focusing these content YouTubers express in a very transparent and vulnerable way. And I can appreciate that, because this, as a professional encourager, I think about, okay, what would benefit me if I were on using YouTube as a way for my own therapy, as a way for adding value to others. And I think about it, look, I've already had 10 years of successful business from what I've learned on YouTube in the natural hair arena. And so I'm at a season, I'm over 60, I'm 66 now. Oh my God, I've had years in the corporate arena, had years in the holistic arena, had years of study as a spiritual teacher. I'm an ordained minister. I literally have asked the universe, creator of all that there is, show me how to repurpose for a new purpose from the gifts that are already in my garden. And I bet you there's a lot of you that are the same way, where you have so much experience. And if you were to just allow yourself to have conversation with people, for them to tap onto your wisdom. So that's what I hope to do. I would like to grow my channel, but in a way that each subscriber is an intentional subscriber. You know what I'm saying? That that is intentional. They are desiring to receive information and to experience vibration through creativity, through music, through conscious discussion that will add to their day in a significant way. That's how I want to grow. It came to mind for me as I was watching this whole movement of growing your YouTube channel. And there's so much information. It's so much information from the third dimensional one way of doing it. Whether it is, all of the activity seems to be just right here. And I'm not seeing a lot of intuitive approach to the idea of growing. Intuitive, organically. So, not that I will I will pay attention to some of the technical aspects that I hear people talking about, but I see that just being authentic is the meat of it all. So, I am in this present moment. Let's go back to what I started off with. Again, pushing myself through. So I've been quiet. It has felt like a heavy metal blanket. It has felt like I could go to sleep till spring. In the past, as I navigate through this, and I haven't done it yet, and I need to pull out one of my canvases, art has been a way to actually ground and help myself feel good. Getting out in light, and I haven't done it, and I need to because I live near a lake. Getting out, even if it's cold, and let the sun hit on my face. But I'm experiencing a major change in my primary work. I'm showing off myself, sorry. With my hair business, where it has slowed down yet again. I have to be honest, in the last 2 years, around winter time, it's gotten slower than normal. And that's like, wow, I need to make a change of some type. But look, I've worked 24 years in corporate America already. I also worked in the holistic arena, as I mentioned before, as a massage, about that, as a massage therapist, healer, spiritual confidant. I co-facilitated sister circles for about 4 years. I've been in management in holistic healing. So what I feel drawn to do and to live and to be is an encourager, and to create a community where, are you an encourager, right? How do encouragers keep themselves encouraged? Because a lot of time what often comes to us is whatever we've been through, we desire encouragers to use what we have been through to help other people, right? So if I'm needing encouragement, then if I come onto this platform, if I'm looking at someone, then I'm wanting to connect with energy that feeds my soul. Yeah, that definitely feeds my soul. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I mentioned the YouTubers earlier. Authentic, transparent, and then when you leave, my goal is that when you leave my video, you have either an action item or you've received a confirmation of next steps, right, for yourself. I was talking about how, now the growth on YouTube. Lots of information. It's overwhelming to me. It really is. And someone might say, oh, you got to open up with a lot of enthusiasm. You've got to do it exactly this way and that. Here's my question. Aren't we all unique, divine beings? We are literally energetically coded to operate in a certain way. And alignment is everything. So I am a extroverted introvert. I'm a multi-creative and multi-passionate. I believe in the awareness of energy. And so I'm drawn to astrology. And there's a couple of systems that I would love to introduce you to. You have your traditional astrology, of course. But then there's Mayan astrology, which is your galactic signature, based on a natural calendar. And then, what was it? Oh, and the human design / gene key system. So, hang in there with me, those of you who might consider this woo-woo, but without putting labels on anything. Okay? Being able to move forward in action with what is truly in alignment for you. Okay? So let's go from the standpoint of an introvert that would like to grow their channel. But introvert with a passion, like what we do has to deeply resonate or it doesn't feel valuable. You know what I'm saying? And so I know that there are many people that are out there like that. And so I look to create a community that is strong in that idea. I am a professional encourager. Put below, let me know. Are you an encourager? Are you one who, whenever you have life challenges, wants you go through them, or as you're going through them, you want to share with others because it encourages you to stay focused on open to next steps. So as the wiring of who I am, I looked at one of my charts for the human design gene key as well as Mayan astrology. And it spoke a lot about me being a way shower, being a teacher, being one who alchemizes energy in a sense of, if something that I'm going through that's intense, I tend not to give up, but look for a different way of seeing it to work in my favor. And I'm, some of us that are into natural spiritual laws, synchronicities, alignment, divine signs. So as I approach the idea of bringing spiritual encouragement, being an encourager, I began to play with, I have played with some technology, ChatGPT, for example. And I said, based on my makeup as a Sagittarius, as a manifesting generator, human design, gene keys, as well as Mayan astrology, yellow, spectral human, and the way that I flow, how I have to use my energy. I asked ChatGPT, what is the suggested schedule, or suggested way of being consistently an encourager? So it gave me back, 3 times a week, content to put up. I have so much I know that I can share from tools that I have used and tools that have been brought to me through painting, through music, and this just through philosophical and spiritual studies. So I'm going to rest it right there. I've been listening to this teacher, Joe Dispenza, and he talks a lot about, I like Joe Vitale, I think it's Vitale, and Joe Dispenza. I studied Neville Goddard. I study lots of things that has to do with visioning yourself already where you want to be. So if I think about myself as a professional spiritual encourager, what does a day look like? What is the mindset? If I'm getting up and I've been given the job to be professional encourager, I actually have a powerful guided meditation guiding you to see yourself sitting at the table of the Creator, and it's a job interview. You already got the job, and the Creator you're meeting to get your job assignment. And you go into a room and, there's beautiful love and light, and you're given your assignment. And when you open up the folder, the page is blank because you get to fill out that job assignment. And it's an unlimited, it's unlimited income that you receive because you're just being yourself. So the divine says, this is your job as a professional spiritual encourager. And your job is to make yourself available to those that need encouragement. So I am Ask Mama Wanda. I'm going to experiment with this. So I'm going to do some videos based on that approach of being present as a spiritual encourager in an authentic and an intuitive way, right? I will pay attention to the bells and whistles that need to be taken care of on YouTube, but not in a really intentional, intense way. I'm just going to show up thinking about giving encouragement, creating that energy of encouragement. self-reflective, collective, accountability. I consider myself a spiritual accountability partner, So thank you again to those YouTubers that again commented. It's me, Leelad. I'm going to make a note below. Life starts at 41, Vision Comfy, and Jan's Ascension. Peace and blessings to you and your journey, and I look forward to watching you, and I pray that you come back to watch me. And if you're watching and you feel that the vibration of what I'm offering fits well with the intention of how you're operating in your life, then I invite you to subscribe. Otherwise, stay intentional, stay in alignment. Peace and blessings.